She hurting when she twerking, almost touching the floor. And if I know anything, one thing for sure. On the road to these riches, you bitches is looking poor. And
Hi, you guys. Hello, everybody. So, I know it's been a very long time. It may not feel that long to you, but it feels like forever to me. So, I am back today to give you some new information about your contract. So today we're going to talk about creating your chart of origin, okay? So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so your archetypal wheel shows you your soul's relationship to power, okay? So in this video, you're going to learn how to place each of your 12 archetypes into its house of service within the wheel. Each archetype touches the others through the center fulcrum of the wheel. So even though each house is ruled by a particular archetype, it is nevertheless also influenced by all of the other archetypal energies in your chart. As an intuitive instrument, the archetypal wheel takes you beyond rational and logical perceptions. Okay, it also serves as a creative vessel in which you have access to images and inspiration and can mix them to get extraordinary insights. As you read your own wheel, you may see how each of your nights interconnects with the others. Memories of one part of your life linked to a conversation you are having today that is somehow connected to a book you read 2 years ago and to a creative venture inspired by a business associate who made an offhand comment just this morning. Okay, that's the example. So basically, what it's saying is once you go into this wheel, you're going to see how things from back then play a part in the now, how they have manifested into your current present day time, if you will. And then you're also going to see how things that happened just this morning also connects with something that you just discovered that happened, or you just rediscovered that happened years ago. And it's going to all make sense. Okay? So, even though you may not always see how the people and events in your life are linked to each other and to you, your wheel provides a map on which you can plot the points of interaction between them. This helps you connect the dots and form a clear picture of what is happening. So when you go into casting your wheel, the wheel that you cast will serve as a basic chart of your life. And so it's meant to be cast only one time. You can only do it once, okay? One and done. This is the first one. You cannot change it. You cannot have some type of epiphany or feel like, oh, I left out the best parts of me. We'll get into that in a minute. But this is the original wheel. Just like you were born once with this contract, you can only do this initial wheel one time. Just as you cannot have more than one moment of birth, so you cannot make more than one first archetypal wheel. This is your beginning point. And it's okay if you feel as if you missed something, because you're going to build upon your beginning, your original archetypal wheel, okay? So, you are not to reshuffle and cast a new wheel each time you work. Let me just say that part again. You cannot do that. You can't do that with the intention of understanding the whole of your contract. This is the only wheel that presents you with an overview of all of your connecting cycles and archetypal patterns of your sacred contract. So, clear your mind of expectations and desires and focus on your intention to be open to whatever guidance you receive. Your archetypes will be guided into their appropriate houses by the energy of coincidence, spiritual order, divine paradox, and destiny. Okay? This psychic electricity creates a kind of magnetic organizational process that communicates with your intuition and unconscious. Your will is a means to an end, an organizational system that supplies a form through which the patterns of your psyche and soul can reveal themselves to you. When you release your intentions for casting your chart of origin, it is natural to wonder exactly who you are addressing. So, when you come to the point of questioning who or what is at the other end of your request for guidance, and you will, search for the highest perspective you can reach. Look at how your life would feel if you were liberated from fear and private agendas. Investigate your life as if you believe that failure is impossible. Now, in clearing your mind before you cast your will, this is a meditation. Use it as a centering device. Okay? Here we go. Close your eyes and breathe deeply into your abdomen, allowing your stomach to expand as you breathe in and contract as you exhale. See yourself as a hollow reed or membrane expanding and contracting. Continue in slow, deep breaths, repeating, I have no desires, I have no thoughts. I am empty of all disturbances. I am empty of all needs. I am open to receive. Be receptive. When you are seeking interior guidance, you are requesting insights that could potentially change the present course of your life. Even though your conscious mind is making the request, your unconscious may block the answers if they are not answers that you want to hear. So, example, and it's also mentioned in the book. She was speaking about, which is so very true, how sometimes people have a longing to develop intuition, more to learn how to block their guidance than to get in touch with it. Their intuitive receptivity is so strong that they suffer miserably from the stress of intuitive repression. And then more often than not, these people are hoping that they will tap into an ability to see what the future will bring so they can avoid risk, uncertainty, and unpleasantries, okay? They want their intuition to tell them what will happen tomorrow so that they can take the risk factor out of their decision making. And that's not how it works. When you think like that, when you operate like that, when you have those intentions, you are already blocking yourself from seeing the truth of what is really going on, from really tapping into source, from really receiving that guidance and downloads that you are seeking. Receiving intuitive information or guidance is effortless. What is difficult is removing your fears about what your intuition is telling you. So say you discover that you are unable to be truly open to any and all guidance that can come through this tool. That realization in itself speaks deeply about the intensity of your fears, all of which you can identify through working with your archetypal patterns. Okay? So, holding an open mind will allow your archetypal patterns to assume their most natural positions in your chart. You are embarking on an experience to learn more about your life. Treat yourself and the voice of your psyche with respect because it is a living force that yearns for channels through which it can communicate. Sorry, y'all, I had a small distraction. All right, so let's go through how to do these things. So here are the directions on how to begin, okay? First of all, you can't do what I just did, which was be distracted. You have to set up an atmosphere that has little distraction as possible. And choose a time when you will not be disturbed so that you can stay focused, okay? Concentrate on casting this wheel because it will be the basis for future readings. There are 4 steps to casting your archetypal wheel. Step number 1, simple preparation. You will need 24 palm-sized pieces of paper, okay? Think about a pie chart, think about a pie graph, think about a natal chart, if you will, okay? 1 on each 12 of those slips of paper. Now, on each of those 12 slips of paper, write the name of one of your 12 archetypes. So, refer to your journal or my previous videos if you need to remember which archetypes which, and their personality traits and things of that nature. On each of the other 12 slips, you're going to write one number between 1 and 12. Keep the slips with the archetypes and the numbers in 2 different stacks face down. Now, step 2 is the intuitive focus. So you're going to use this meditation to begin the next steps, okay? Okay, center yourself as you would if you were doing a visualization for healing or spiritual guidance. Breathe in and out deeply 3 times and empty your mind. Direct attention fully into your body. Focus on your first chakra. While focusing on your first chakra, visualize closing the shutters of that chakra so that its energy is fully contained in your body. Feel the silence that results and the relief as you close down any contact with first chakra concerns, such as family affairs. Bring all of your energy connections back into your root chakra and hold them there. You are no longer in contact with outside matter, so for a moment, rest in the tranquility of being contained in one place. Now, close those shutters through each of the rest of your chakras, okay? Move to your second chakra and let go of any thoughts or emotions concerning money, sex, and power. Consolidate your energy in the second chakra and just enjoy the pleasurable sensations of having no agenda. Next, close the shutters of your third chakra, corresponding to the solar plexus, releasing all thoughts of feelings about your self-esteem, how others view you, and how you see yourself. You are entering into a state in which you are viewing yourself without preconceptions. Okay? Think, what was my original face before I was born? Now, move your attention to the fourth or heart chakra, the center of your emotions. Let go of any emotions that may hinder or obscure the process of casting your chart. Draw your energy into your heart center and hold it there, free from any emotional charge. Then focus on your throat chakra, the center of will and choice. You can release all concerns about making conscious choices, secure in the knowledge that your intuition, the divine within, will be selecting your archetypes for you. Enjoy the feeling of safety and intimate connection with your inner self. Raising your attention to the sixth chakra, focus on your pineal gland, on an imaginary line reaching back from between your eyes to the center of your skull. Let any conscious thoughts drift through your mind without either clinging to them or forcing them to leave. This is the state known as mirror mind, in which you observe ideas passing like clouds above a mirror. Finally, bring your attention to your seventh chakra and imagine that the shutters are at the crown of your head and that you are opening them as wide as possible. Your seventh chakra is now the only opening in your body, making you fully dependent on the energy of that spiritual portal. In this state of mind and spirit, shuffle the stack of numbers and place them back on the table face down. Then shuffle the stack of archetypes, asking the question, in which house do these archetypes best serve me? Your intention attracts energy and creates a magnetic circuit that will direct the archetypes to their appropriate houses as you work with them. In step 3, you're going to reflect the body of your contract. Step 3 is called the intuitive choice. So you're going to picture yourself as a hollow reed transmitting energy. Keeping the cards face down, choose a number, card, and an archetype. The numbers correspond to the house in which that archetype should go. Write the name of that archetype into the numbered house on your wheel. If you chose the number 4, for example, right? If you chose the number 4 and the child's card for an archetype, your child archetype belongs in that 4th house of your wheel. You continue this exercise until all 12 houses are filled. Now, moving on to step 4, we're going to talk about the partnerships of archetypes and their houses. So, once you have paired the archetypes with their houses, you have generated a unique energy field. As you look at the completed wheel and its lineup of your 12 archetypal companions, visualize yourself at the center of this wheel, surrounded by these energy figures. Imagine that you are seeing into the symbolic hologram of your unconscious. In this step, you will animate the ley lines between archetypes, houses, events, relationships, attitudes, memories, fears, triumphs, love, acts of grace, all the details within the orbit of your life. You'll do this by answering a number of questions. This process, and I'm going to actually give you guys some questions too, but this process of animation is like laying the electrical wiring of a house, okay? You put in the sockets, you circuit the circuit breakers, you laid enough psychic wires, the lights go on, and you will begin to see clearly into all parts of your life, some of which you have forgotten, some of which have been dark or mysterious. So to start exploring the meaning of each archetype to house partnership, list any immediate associations and thoughts that occur to you. You may feel some resistance to some of the partnerships, but please don't suppress any thoughts that come to you, because you are learning a new language and a multidimensional method of perceiving your life, and it may feel awkward at first. But as you practice symbolic sight, it will become second nature to you. The idea of relationship also refers to how you relate to your own self, to nature, and to all life, including animals. So begin with your earliest moments and look for lifelong patterns. Don't just look at present relationships. Stretch your definitions and associations with the archetypal patterns, specifically the ones that may have challenging names or just may sound like they have a negative connotation to them. So like the victim, the prostitute, saboteur, the servant, or the addict. Otherwise, you may overlook the positive symbolic contributions of these archetypes and their ability to help you or your personal healing and transformation. Remember that the energy of the archetypes is neutral, and that you can change any negative expression of these patterns to positive ones. Your archetypes are generally visible in every stage of your life. Even if you have an immediate connection between an archetype and its house, take time to look back into your history for past experiences that reflect that pattern. Your archetypes are a mirror of yourself. The more you learn about the nature of an archetype, the more you will learn about yourself. So, I'm going to end this video. When I make the next one, the next video will go into examining your spiritual real estate. It's still about creating your chart of origin, but I'm also going to give you guys the questions to ask yourself while you are going through this process. Thank you guys for joining me. I know it's been a while. Your girl has been on lockdown for quite some time now. bear with me. You know what I'm saying? Bear with me. Calm down, okay? Spirituality is not for the weak, and it's not for the faint of heart either, okay? I'm not gonna say when I'm gonna make the next video because I honestly do not know. It could be tomorrow, it could be 2 weeks from now, but in divine timing, it will be posted as well. I miss you guys. I hope you have a great day. Breathe, relax, let go, and flow, okay? Until next time, I will talk to you later. Oh, and you guys be sure to go and check out. I'll have to put her name somewhere in my description maybe. But the song in the beginning of this video is by Riki, one of my good sisters. That is her song. So I just wanted to add that into the video of the day. I will probably post one of her links or something in the description, so you guys be sure to check her out. Go like, follow, subscribe. She is on all platforms. And yeah, have a good day, y'all. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Stay high vibrational. Stay abundantly blessed. And continue to allow yourself to just flow in the currents of life. Bye.